So something I've been meaning to do for a while now is speak about all my different paintings and what they mean, why I made them, how I made them, and the entire process. Basically, specifically with this painting, I didn't do much thinking before I did. That big yellow loop-de is what came first, and basically the entire painting emerged from there. There was no plan or process beforehand that I had to think up or that I had thought up. I finished this painting February 2024, and it was one of my first big paintings, which now I look at it and it's not nearly the size of my new big paintings. Yeah, there was not much that went into this prior to putting the paintbrush on the canvas. Beforehand, this was a print that had flowers on it. It was probably made with a computer. I'm almost positive I bought it from Goodwill, probably less than $10. The canvas itself, and yeah, just made do with what I had, and this is what came about. Here is something I wrote about this. So a lot of the times through my painting process, I put my painting in a position where I can see it from wherever I'm sitting or laying or sleeping, so on. And I'm not only speaking to it or wanting to come up with something, sometimes it's speaking to me and it's telling me things. And while looking at this painting, I heard this. Sometimes things happen at once and for all. Sometimes the way takes the long haul. Sometimes there are roadblocks. Sometimes there are spinouts. But if you could somehow find a way to wrap yourself around the direction to the path of ultimate unity, everything would be divine. You'd feel at ease. Put your life in outline. Outline your life. Embrace all energies. Follow all roads. Take every turn slow. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow, just go with the flow, just go with the flow. I remember hearing all this and journaling it. There it is, in all her glory. It probably took me a few months to finish. Oh, so this was December 18th, 2023. Yeah, I have no pictures or videos of what it looked like before this, which is just a completely different energy. So I started it in December, and this was almost a month later. January 18th, I took this picture. But something about it just felt so off, so wrong. And I remember somebody also telling me that they liked the peace sign better, which to each their own, you know. But yeah, I took this picture March 1st, my final picture. Basically this picture here, but I just took that picture. It says on the back of the canvas, finished February 2024. So it took me a few months, and it wasn't like I was working on it every day. I stared at it for multiple days and didn't do anything, didn't have the time to, didn't have the capacity, but less than 2 months, I made that. And again, that is what it told me. I wouldn't say it really irks me, but it makes me really sad when people say that they don't have the ability to be an artist or to create things. Because every day we are using our creativity in the way that we dress, in the way that we show up, in the way that we cook, in the way that we talk, in the solutions we come up with. It is everywhere. It is always happening. We're always using our creativity. But some people are just like, oh, I'm just not an artist. Oh, that's just not like me. That's just not me. And I'm not saying that everybody should be able to make art the way that I do. I'm just saying I'm literally putting the pen, the brush, the marker, my finger to the canvas and just seeing what happens. When I tell people I'm an artist, I think that this is what they're thinking I am doing and creating and making. No. No, my latest work that I'm working on that I'm so close to being done with, there's really no rush, but I want to finish it so bad. I just love completing a new big painting. Like, there's nothing better than a fresh, new, big painting. I just love it. But yeah, here is my art. Here is what I would call, I guess I would call this painting Just Go With The Flow. When I finished that little channeled poem, I repeatedly said, just go with the flow, 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 just go with the flow. That was one of my first big paintings that I felt really proud of, that got good reviews. I have no standard that I hold myself to other than just making something. Yeah, here's my first explanation of my paintings on my YouTube channel. Can you believe it? I think that's all I have to say. Enjoy.